Hello there and welcome. Today, I'm so glad to be in this session again. I will give you a lesson about desire. Not only merely hope or wish, but I will tap into this lesson and explain to you what is a burning desire is. I have quoted Joe Both several times into these sessions, but again, I think it's not enough. I will keep quoting him over and over again. And he says this about this lesson today. God is gifted to us is more talent, more ability, and more gifts that we hope to use in our lifetime. And our gift to God is to develop those talents, those ability as we can in this lifetime. I know that there's more layers to this statement, and that's the main reason why today I will be speaking to you on a deep level about burning desire, dreams, vision, or purpose or goals. Now, the best way to introduce this lesson is by the story of Barnes, Edwin C. Barnes. If you are familiar with the book Think and Grow Rich, you know the story of this guy who had a desire to become a business associate of Thomas Edison, the greatest inventor the world has ever produced. Now, there's two difficulties that were standing in his way. Number one, he didn't have a fare or a transport to go to Orange, Oregon, where Edison's office was. And number two, he didn't know Edison in person. Can you imagine? For me, that was a failure before I begin, or even for you. But today, I want you to really understand and think about this story and ask yourself, what do I really want? If the business of life is living and contribute this life, what do I want to contribute to this life? You see, it is normal for an average person to think, I need a lot of money, I need connection, I need maybe to know somebody who is in the office. But for this case of Barnes, he didn't even know Edison. And this story is right in the introduction of the book, and that's why I truly love this book. And also, I have a great relationship into reading. In fact, reading is one of the steps to take for you to start realizing your desires. Now, what is a desire? Desire is something that you truly want more than anything else on this planet Earth. And for an average person, they will think about cars, house. Sometimes they need wife, or even husbands, or even children, a lot of money, vacations. Well, there is no problem about wanting this stuff. But do you know that once you find your desire, and once you become clear on what you want to do with your life, all these other things will be added into you. So I want to compare it with these sayings in the Bible that says that seek you the kingdom of God, and the rest will be added into you. So for me, I will put it this way: seek or find your purpose, and the rest will follow you. The money, the connection, all the tools you want will be added into you as you dive deeper and you live this life and you contribute to this life. Like both says that gift, talents, ability that we can in this lifetime, and our God is given to us is to develop. As you develop your talents, your gifts, as you tap into your desire, the rest will be added into you. Let me tell you this. One time, I was the emptiest guy you can ever come across, like a few years ago. Why? I was chasing something which is not really my desire. And that really was a frustration and stress for me. Throughout of the day, I was consumed with chasing money all the time. And that was the emptiest I ever been. But the moment I found my desire, the moment I found my purpose, everything started unfolding. And I started living a happy life, free. I mean, as I film this video, I am in Ergeyo Marakwet. And no one to call me. I do what I want, anytime I want. I meet whoever I want, anytime I want. And that's what truly I really needed. I needed freedom like nothing else. And since that's what I was looking for, that's what I found. And today, I live like a bird. I can decide tomorrow I'll be in Nairobi and I go. I can decide next week I'll be in Dar es Salaam, I can go. So see, what I'm trying to help you to understand is What is that you want? Look at Edwin C. Barnes. He wanted to be a business associate with Thomas Edison. And there was absolutely no way. But again, he did it. And he went to Orange, Oregon by, he used a train, and he used the blind luggage. This means that he used a freight train to Orange, Oregon. And he went there, and then he presented himself in the front of Edison, and then he said, I want to be your business partner. You see, I'm not saying working for Edison. To be a business associate, this means that Barnes needed to have a lot of money to invest with Edison. But at that time, he didn't even have a transport to take him to Edison. So you can imagine how this guy was obsessed with his desire. He was so obsessed with his want that he never accepted a no as an answer. He got a job like cleaning in the Edison offices. After 5 years, he became a business partner of Edison, and after 30 years, he became a millionaire. What is your desire? What do you want? What do you really want to do with your life? You see, needs are just physical needs. Don't just say I need a house, I need clothes, I need food, I need shelter, all these other things. In fact, you have 3 basic needs, which is food, shelter, and clothing. These are not your want. The want are the essence of who we are. And we are spiritual being. And spirit is for fuller expression and fuller expansion. Do you want to expand? Do you want to be more and do more and contribute more to this life? Just look in the nature. Everywhere you look, everything is expressing fully except human being. We are limited by weakness and attention and poverty of our own imagination. I truly understand what I'm talking about because one time I was limited. I was limited with my thinking to the extent that without these 3 steps that I want to give you today, I won't be here today speaking to you, or you won't be able to listen to me today. But these 3 steps that I want to give you today that really helped me to find my purpose, to find my dreams, and to start living and expressing my desire. So it is through desire that Thomas Edison perfected a bulb light. It is through desire the Wright brothers really perfected aeroplane. It is through desire that Hillary was the first person to step on the top of Mountain Everest. It is through desire that Cheriot, our Kenyan champion, that went to Mount Everest without oxygen, even if he died there, but that was his desire. What is your consuming desire? Stop about the want, the needs of physical needs. What do you really want from inside? From inside out. What is a burning desire? One time I was working, and I worked for 5 years. I was working as a barber. But again, I knew there was something was missing in me. There was some burning desire in me. I wanted to express myself. I wanted to share my ideas. I want to talk to millions of people. But there was no way. But again, because it was a desire and it was God is manifesting in myself, today I'm here speaking to you. What do you really want? You see, many people tiptoeing through life, they hope to make it safely to death. They never permit themselves to go after their want, their dreams, their vision, their goals. And this really prevents them to live as the Creator intended them to live. And again, we are limited by poverty and weakness of our own imagination. Everything else is expressing and expanding. In fact, everything has a spiritual side effect of it. Now, step number 1, study yourself. In fact, I have released a very wonderful lesson on this channel that explains who we really are. We are a spiritual being, we got intellect, and we live in a physical body, and this body is just a manifestation of our mind. So whatever that's going on here in the mind, the body express. That's who you really are. You are the greatest subject you can ever learn. You are infinite. You have no beginning and there is no end. And there is no limit except the limits you impose upon yourself. Step number 2, read. I have a very great relationship with reading. In fact, as I film this is my current book that I'm reading. This is the greatest salesperson in the world. And let me read few things here. I got a quote from Buxton. He says that I hold a doctrine to which I owed not much. Indeed, but all the little I ever had, namely that with ordinary talent and extraordinary perseverance, all things are attainable. TFX Buxton. Can you imagine? Reading is more important. Why? All the knowledge and all the secrets are hidden in books. In fact, Tommy Courier wrote the entire book and he called it The Secret of Ages. The secret is hidden in books. So develop a good relationship with reading. Step number 3, get a mentor or a coach. I have a wonderful story to tell you about this step number 3. When I was starting into my personal development journey, someone told me that go and read Success Leaves Clue, and also listen to successful people. They will influence you in a certain way. And then he told me, go get a mentor. Me, I'm like, where do we get mentors? Not, you see, nowadays, everyone seems to be a mentor. But for me, back then, because I didn't have a relationship with mentorship, I wasn't even aware where to get mentors. But mentorship is a cheat code that gives you direction. And mentorship also helps you to find yourself, to know who you are, and to start living the way you want. So go get a mentor or a coach who understands where your journey is heading. He will help you to get there. He will give you direction, and he will give you all the tools that you want to be able to reach to your destination. So if you follow through these 3 steps, step number 1 was to study yourself. Step number 2 is to read. And step number 3 is to get a mentor or a coach. I guarantee you, within 1 year, you will need a telescope to look where you are from. And if you follow through, you can be whatever you want to be and have whatever you want to have. And we shall meet to the biggest cities and the nice beach of this planet Earth, living a fulfilled life with a consuming desires. Thank you very much. This is your mindset coach Abu. We shall meet in my next video. Bye bye for now.